Hi, everybody. Welcome to another morning show with myself and the King of Chaos, Danny.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, everybody.
Friday morning. And he was just scolding me. He was just telling me, listen, Joe, you got to stop drowning me out, man. Drown me out. You mute me and then you talk over me and all this stuff, right?
That's correct.
Well, you're like calmer here than you were before the cameras were rolling.
Just wait and see.
Well, anyway, Danny, I'm starting out at a disadvantage today because, man, I think I got 3 hours sleep. If that, I woke up at 4:30. Not for any reason. There was not like I just woke up, and I think I went to the restroom. Then I was like, I was trying to get back to sleep, but I'm all excited. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. It's good to have that in life. I want to get up. I want to start. I will do my channel. I wanted to put up a video. Mikey Arugula. I got a Mikey Arugula video over there with us, and all this stuff.
Joe, you're not sleeping because you're thinking about all these Frank Sinatra records you want to buy. So you're up all night long and shit like that. You can't sleep.
I tell you, I had in fact, when I was going to sleep, like around midnight or so, I put on a video of some guy I saw that was ranking all the Frank Sinatra albums from worst to best, and he had it was 55 albums, and I watched it. It was like an hour and a half or something, and that's what I was watching. I'm back. I'm telling you, man, this is not the collector's show, but we could talk about. I tell you, man, I can't help it, folks. I can't help it. I admit it. I want records again. My records back. Some of the ones that I don't have anymore. I want it. Well, I gotta say hello to some people, Danny. What do you think?
Yeah,
like
sure.
Elvin, for example. Good morning.
Good morning.
And good old Mike Wall Jasper is always a faithful viewer.
Good old Mike. Good morning.
Hey, hello, girl. Mark Taylor, my favorite girl. How you doing?
Hello. Hi, Mark.
And Golden God, Dennis Reynolds.
Good afternoon. Maybe where you are.
Yeah, right. And of course, our friend Beetle Eddie. Hello, Beetle Eddie.
I don't know that guy. I don't know him.
Hey, he said to me a lot of stuff, man. Hey, I got a lot of things to watch, man. I can't watch everything. And Laura, hello, good morning. Happy Friday
Laura.
To you.
Happy Friday.
Good morning, everybody.
And here's Robin chiming in, of course. And we have
JD Thompson.
I love when she's here because she doesn't mince words with Danny. Boom. Danny dreads seeing that BG.
Oh, I dread it. Oh,
you see that BG's logo, you're in for it.
Yep, I'm in for trouble.
I just finished watching the Mikey video just before the stream. That's over on my other channel, Mean Mr. Mayo. I'm sure a lot of you are already. I don't want to say it too loud. I started thinking a lot of times I say the channel, and then upstairs there's people. I think listen. Oh, that's the name of the channel. Oh, that's what he's doing down there. Let me go over there and see what's up. And sometimes I bash the neighbors. So anyway, yeah. I'm feeling like crap today, by the way, because I got 3 hours sleep. I feel like a hungover zombie. But I don't know if you can tell or not. I mean, I shaved, I jumped in the shower, and I felt a little better. But come on.
Well, I didn't shave. You could see it.
Well, I didn't even notice actually, Danny.
No, I didn't shave at all. Weak.
Danny is one thing's for sure. You can believe that anytime we come here, Danny's going to bring his usual chaos. And that's what you expect from him.
What do you expect from Joe? Like I said, he didn't sleep all night. He was talking to me. He's thinking about buying records that he got rid of.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm going to admit it. I'm going to admit it, folks.
I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand it, and it's become a real freaking problem. It has. I admit it. I don't care. Look, that's what collectors' addiction is. Collectors Anonymous.
I've been telling Joe, you got to save money. When you move someday into a big house, you move your stuff from your apartment in the house there, and you're going to find out the house is empty because you got more room. So you have to buy some furniture, couches, a couple.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
And it all costs money. You're not going to sleep on Frank Sinatra records.
Oh, get out of here. You know, you're not also not going to have a house where you have a nice house, size house and every room is empty. All you're going to have is like a chair, a couch, maybe a plant, and that's it. You know, nothing else in the house. Get out of here, please, please. Let's say hello to some people here, some more people. But first we have you seen that Zach Starkey is playing drums in a Beatles tribute band at the Cavern? I didn't know about that. That's interesting. Not bad.
And then Zach also played with Oasis.
Who cares about Oasis? Nobody. Danny.
I put that in there.
By the way, is Robin still there?
Robin?
No, only because, you know, when you ask, how are you, Robin, we got to stop. We got to ask Robin, how are you, Robin? No.
Yeah, somebody, Dennis Reynolds is asking how you are.
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, right here. You know, Danny, you said Robin had 98% clogged arteries and they did not put a stent in. They usually put a stent in if it's 70%. What did they do?
Oh, he cleaned it out.
Roto-Rooter.
They had a suctioning tool thing, and they cleaned the arteries out.
Right. And they also told after the procedure, you know, you can have a stroke. You know,
yeah,
that's one of the risks. You could develop a stroke, you know, but she's fine. If she didn't have a stroke by now, she's fine.
Yeah.
Good morning, Walkman.
And I can walk down to the mailbox and come back without having to be out of breath. So that's a positive thing.
Good morning.
Oh, Martin says anyone has the right. Now, I'm a little lost as to what we're talking about. Oh, to buy what they like. I've learned this. Well, that's if that's just shtick, if that's routine, forget it. But if you're serious, I'm glad you learned that. I mean, even people, you can even have people, like I know somebody that collects Linda McCartney boxes of, like, you know, cooking food and stuff like that, you know, but Linda McCartney's meals. But hey, Robbie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Robbie.
Robbie, I'm getting into records again. Records, baby, records. Woohoo! Records, they're beautiful. I love them.
I don't understand, Joe. I really don't get it. And I gotta hear all this shit behind the scenes.
I told them.
Because I don't know what's going on.
Let me give you another story. There's a girl group from the 60s called The Toys. They have a song called A Lover's Concerto. And you may not, and people may not out there not know it, but it says, "How gentle is the rain." That's one of the songs they do. Anyway, and some people might have watched my videos when I was looking for this album, Richie, of Julio and Richie. I feel bad for Richie, by the way. I mean, you know, Richie, you know, he lost his best friend. Julio passed away last year. Then I think a few days or a week later, he lost his wife, Richie. So my heart goes out to him. It was not good. But anyway, Richie said, you love this album, Joe, The Toys. So we went to a record show, and there it was, and I bought it. And then it was, I don't know if I had a stereo one. Then I found the mono one. I had both of them, the stereo and the mono. Really cool. And I did it on one of my first-time spins over at my other channel. If you want to look at my first-time spins over at Me and Mr. Mayo, I did a review of it. I liked the album. But then when I purged some records, those went. The mono and the stereo went. And the other day, I'm at the record store. What do I see? Beautiful version of it. Cleaner than the two I had. Original. $5. $5 mono. I put it up on the shelf on the side, hold it for myself. I forgot it. When I went home, I forgot it. And the next day, I said, hey, I called us, that's still there? They said, no, they must have. So if things are sitting around, they put them back in the racks. And somebody freaking bought it. But you got to strike while the iron's hot. That's why you always spend. What do you spend? Because you got to do it. Well, it might not be there. You got to do it when it hits you. That Chuck Berry album is still on the wall. I'm thinking of maybe getting that. You heard that story, right? I mean, that thing is $100. Okay, it's Chuck Berry's first album. I got a CD. I got 2 or 3 Chuck Berry CDs with everything I could possibly want from the guy. But I'm getting into now I can't find one. The allure. I'll hold up this one. The allure of an album. You know, the fun of an album, the feel of an album. Watching it, putting it on with your own hand, put it on, bing, watch it spin, listen to it, flip it over, play the other side. I like records. It's a problem.
Joe, nobody watches record spin on the
Yeah,
turntable.
people do. People do.
You know, they sit down on the couch and they listen to the music. Come on, come
Now,
on.
honestly, Jick Magger, are you Astros? I heard you might be Astro. It's okay if you are. You're the guy that coined the phrase "King of Chaos."
That's right.
Well, the Astros did it anyway.
And I heard that's Astro Zombie. I heard that's him.
Well,
You know, but it's okay.
Joe, great first listen video recently. I wish it would have done better. Honestly, very relatable. Can't play everything and play what you love often. Exactly. But I don't know, man. You know, I definitely fully admit I have a problem with committing to one thing. Like I change my mind. We're allowed to change our minds, but it's sometimes hard for me to decide. Like, for example, I talked about an artist nobody heard of that I discovered when I started my channel. The name is Jenny O. And I like her voice. She sounds a little like Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians. And I like the voice. And I bought an album by her like in 2012, something like that. Eventually I sold it. I want it back. I want it back. I want to get her. I found out she has other albums that nobody knows about. She must need like 4 other albums. I want to get. How do I get them on CD? Looking for a CD here. But this is the thing, and I'm going to make a video on my other channel about this. CDs, records. I have both, but it's tough, man. There's so many reasons that CDs are better than records. So many. They far outweigh the advantages of records. But records are just, they're nice. They're nice size and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. You're not going to think they're so nice when you got to move all that shit, when you got to move.
That's another thing when you move. Even though, as some of you know, a box of CDs, if you have a box with tons of CDs in there, they're very heavy. But records are worse.
Yeah.
You know, and when I move, which I will one day, could be 1 year, when I do, it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard. So anyway, another thing when I said can't make up my mind, I said, I'm not going to do first time spins anymore. You know, if I listen to a new album and I want to talk about it, I'll make a video, but I'm not going to do first time spins. Here's 4 albums I just listened. I may do it. All I got to do is have a night's sleep, and I wake up and change my mind. It's the way I am.
He's not going to do it. He's got OCD. Joe's got OCD. He can't concentrate on one thing for any length of time. You know, he's like some kids. You know, they have attention deficit disorder. You know, that's Joe.
I don't have any.
I analyzed him already. I should have been a fucking doctor. You know, science.
Watch your language on my family channel, will you?
Hey, yeah, it's another thing. You notice you got the channel back, right?
Yeah, of course, sure. Hey, what can I tell you?
How long, we don't know.
I have no interest whatsoever in cars or Hot Wheels, even. But when I was a kid, I had them. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I had those orange tracks. Used to have the tracks; they were orange, and you roll the car down. And I used to have the carrying case that had them. And I liked them when I was a little kid.
Me too.
I think my father, my biological father, you know, he was trying to steer me. I don't remember much, but I think he was trying to steer me. I was into records even when I was like 3, 4, 5, and he was like, to him, it was like, you know, no records, you know, baseball and stuff like that. You know, hey, I wasn't playing with dolls, Dad. Give me a break, will you? But no,
yeah.
You know.
Now I used to play with Matchbox. That was before Hot Wheels.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Danny. Hold on. That's what I meant. I think Matchbox. Yeah. Aren't they the same thing?
No. Completely different. You know, when I moved out of the city when I was 13, but when I lived in the city, I used to go to Woolworths. They used to come in a box, Matchbox. I used to buy like police cars, ambulances, fire trucks, all kinds of. Had the James Bond. They're worth money today. I didn't know when I was a kid. I don't know. They're gone.
Right, Danny. And you know, when you say Matchbox, that's what it was. Matchbox.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they were like 35, 50 cents. I'm not sure of the price, but they were, you know, way under $1.
Good morning, Christian.
Morning.
Mark needs a cold shower again, as usual. Good morning, Penny Lane. What's
Morning,
going on?
Penny. I love you.
Penny Lane. They say Elvis was 350 pounds when he died. That's bigger than me. Was that true? I don't know. I wasn't there with a scale. I don't know.
A lot was probably water retention because I think he died of a massive heart attack. So he might have had a weak heart from all the uppers and downers he was taking, and his body retained the water. And then eventually,
So does mine.
that's what happened to my brother. The lungs started filling up with fluid and stuff like that, and
Well, you got, and the ironic thing is you have to drink a lot of water to get rid of water.
yeah.
Listen, I'm sure you had many cold early mornings to earn that money, Joe. Joe, spend it how you wish. Thank you, Dennis. I shall. I shall.
Yo, Dennis Reynolds, don't encourage him to spend money.
Cheers, Dennis.
The opposite. When he moves, he's going to cost him. He's going to hire a United Rentals or something like that. It's going to cost him $6,000-$7,000 to move.
I just go into my 401k to borrow it.
Yeah, no, you're not going to have that long. You keep buying Connie Francis and Frank Sinatra and all this shit. You're not going to have that long. I'll be gone. Definitely, for sure.
You're sad, Daddy. It's about enjoyment. Enjoyment. I've had nothing but enjoyment in my life. That's what I do. Whatever it is, even if it changes from week to week, or month to month, or year to year.
He'll buy a bunch of albums that cost him $20, $25 a piece, and then he'll go to the record store and sell them, and they'll give him $3 a piece. And
I'm happy. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. Don't worry about me. You do you. I'll do me.
You want to see Lola?
No, please don't bring this dog up here. You think this is funny? It's not funny. I told you I don't like Lola. Lola's a mean dog. By the way, I saw. I could get into a whole thing about pit bulls. I could make rages against pit bulls. Pit bulls should be banned, or worse. They should not be pit bulls. I've watched a lot of videos. There's a woman in the hospital. A pit bull took her leg, chewed the leg off, and there's little kids, babies, and people say, "Well, it's the owner. It's not the dog. It's the owner." And I saw many comments from people who said, "Let me tell you something." I had a friend, one woman said, who had the most sweetest pit bull dog, very friendly, treated it so well. Always went for a walk. And then one night, watching TV, for no reason, just lunged at her and bit her face practically almost in half. Let me tell you something. Pit bull. One thing, pit bulls. There's so many dogs. If you're a dog lover, there's so many dogs you could have. What possesses you to have a pit bull?
Yeah, it's a bad breed.
They deserve love too. That would be like us saying, there's so many people in the world.
I wouldn't feel comfortable having one. Just know how they are,
Yeah, no.
Once they have a taste of blood, that's it.
I told you that story. It's worth saying it again for those who didn't hear it. Is that one time I was dating a girl? This is years ago. It was before I started my channel, and she had a pit bull, and she kept it in it when people were over. Anyway, she had a little cage. I don't put animals in a cage. Well, it was a cage, and she'd put a black cloth over it. Okay, and we'd sit there and watch a movie and not watch the movie. But anyway, if you get my meaning. But anyway, and then one day, I don't know what happened. I was there, and she was in the restroom or something. The dog was out. I don't know how, and the dog jumped up at me. Not bad, not nasty. Jumped up, started sniffing my face, and I was sitting there back on the couch, and I had my arm, and I was trying. I didn't know what to do. If I should touch it, I was going gently, I didn't know what to do, and licking my face and smelling I'm like, man, that was terrifying. Okay. And I didn't want to even say, come out here, the dog's here, you get the dog. I didn't want to even say that because that might startle the dog or show fear or something. So I just kind of wait. And man, that was a long few minutes or whatever, a minute or two, whatever it was. That was a long time.
Dogs can sense when you're afraid of them.
Yeah.
And you don't look eye to eye, because that's like a red flag to them,
Oh, I think you've heard of this before. I think some of you here have heard about collecting that. Maybe you did, maybe you haven't, but yeah. Yeah, unfamiliar. Well, the thing is, I didn't know what title to use in that video over there. You know, unfamiliar. It's not. I didn't want to say new music, as in like 2026. Or I meant new music, as in music that's new to you. You know, maybe you never heard the Love and Spoonful before. That's new to you. New music for you. But that's why I called it unfamiliar music instead. Ramoga's here. Ramoga's here. I'm going to give the Ramoga salute. I'm going to turn this into a Ramoga salute just to get it over with. Yeah, now it's done.
Good morning, Ramoga.
That's the Ramoga salute. Elvis gained weight, but a lot of it was swelling. Yeah, but that's but yeah, he was doing all the wrong things. He was taking too many prescription drugs. I feel a sneezing attack coming on. I'm not kidding. Sometimes when this happens, it could be 20, 30 sneezes. And I think I'm going to get one, and it's not going to be good. I'm going to try not to. $5, a great price for that album in condition, like you described. Oh, okay. Okay, Jick Magger. All's fair. Joe, if you're going to play and enjoy them, it's good. Be careful with anything high-priced if you can. Listen to it another way. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, I'm done with the high-priced. Well, other than collectibles, the Chuck Berry original album on the Black Chess label would be an original. But we're going to get into this. I don't want to get into this now. I mean, you know, I'm not feeling awake as I usually am. I don't want to up for it. About people can buy them, frame them. Let's take comic books, for example. There are people who have comic books and they're in great shape and they have them graded. They have, you know, those plastic sleeve things, tells you 9.0 grade, 9.5, 8.5. And they have them in the plastic. They don't take them out. They don't read them. Comic books are meant to read. But people can collect them and preserve them and not read them. There's certain albums you collect. It's a beautiful copy of the album, and you have it just because it's a great piece, and you don't want to mess it up. You want to preserve it. If you want to hear the music, you can always play an inferior vinyl copy, number one, or you can always play a CD, or you can play, stream it if you want to listen to it. But what's wrong with saying, for example, I don't know, I always have this handy, this one, for some reason. Oh, I bought this 45. You know, it's Sonny and Cher, Caesar and Cleo, what they called at the time before it was Sonny and Cher. And it's like, Love is Strange. And here it is. And I'll play this. This is, I play 45 sometimes. But even if I didn't, I got it for the picture. I don't have to play it. It's not about playing it. I can hear this song on the CD. I can hear this song on whatever else I have.
It's not even a nice cover. Come on, Joe. Come on. That's a chinskiest cover I ever seen in my life.
Well, listen, numbnuts. The reason I have this is because it's a Caesar and Cleo. That's the reason I like it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, what's it going to do for you?
Salvatore Bono, shut up. Salvatore Bono and Cher LaPierre. That's what makes this.
What's that going to do for you in your life?
Makes me, just now I got a little jolt of fun out of it and pleasure.
$20 you wasted. $20.
25, I think it was. I
think 25.
Yeah, you waste money on cigarettes. How many cigarettes do you buy? So case closed. Cigarette man.
Unbelievable.
Not even 10%.
I
love the new Bohemians. I'm going to catch up a little bit. So that album is good. Shooting Rubber Bands at the Stars.
Did people know that Edie Brickell is married to Paul Simon?
Yes, we do. All right.
No, I'm not talking to you, Joe. You have the idea that I'm talking.
Anyway, as far as Shooting Rubber Bands at the Stars, I discovered that album. I bought it because of the song What I Am. And it turned out that I did play that album. I did like other songs on it. So there's a case where I enjoyed the album.
That's a very good album. Very good. I have it on vinyl. I bought it years ago.
And I'll bet you haven't played it since, so you know better.
I know the album. I played it enough back then.
Good morning, Lemonhead.
I like discovering new music. I don't care.
You do you. You do you.
I love new music. You know, it doesn't matter. You're listening to something new. It's for the moment. you enjoy it. Just because you got tons of shit that was from the 80s, 70s, this and that. I love new music. I always find good stuff.
Alan Cook, I appreciate that. I don't know what to say. This is a rough moment, Alan, because I appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't want to get too personal, but things that you're kind of involved in on the side, messages and stuff. I don't know. I haven't figured you out yet, man. That's all I could say. I appreciate a contribution, but that's all I could say right now. Thank you for that. All right, let's go because we're missing a lot of things. Yeah. So again, I was so sidetracked by that. Don't say any jokes when I say what were you saying, Danny?
Alan Cook, you should send gold. Come on.
No, what else were you saying before that? I was like, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know.
You don't remember either what you were saying. All right, but anyway, yes, so there's nothing wrong with preserving a nice album and playing something else. Let's see. Let me go back here. I have OCD, as in, I need to buy that CD. That is brilliant. I love that. That is great. OCD, as in, yeah, but now I have OCD in the sense that, well, wait a minute. If I'm collecting CDs, it's CDs. Can't collect albums and CDs. One of the, it's like,
when I say new music, I like to listen to new. It could be music.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Yeah, go ahead.
It could be music from the 70s or 80s, like it could be Poco, or it could be, an example. I listen to, I see them in concert. America, I know America's. I seen them twice. To me, it's new music, even though it was made 30 years ago.
Well, that's what I meant. I said earlier.
New music today, 2020? Nah, not so much.
But it's fair to say that people will say to me, how do you know there's nothing good out there if you don't listen to any of it?
Right.
So, but you can't spend your whole life. If you're 18, 20, 30.
You're enjoying the moment, okay? You worry about how much time you got left, okay? What are you worrying about that shit for?
Because you worry about it too. And this is the guy that says, do you believe it's 10 years since David Bowie died? Do you believe it's 10 years? How our time goes fast. Oh my God, I'm going to be 71 or 70. Excuse me. 70. I'm thinking of Mikey's going to be 71. Listen, thinking about how old you are, it works insofar as making certain decisions. Do I need to buy this thing? Well, I'm probably never going to bother with this thing again. And since I'm only got, I'm not like 20 anymore, 30, maybe, and don't give me this stuff. Well, if you're 20, you could die at 25. If you're 30, you could die at 38. You don't know. I know this. Please, I know this. I'm not done. But when you hold this thought, but when you get to you are in your 60s, once you do make it in your 60s, now you got there. And now the horizon is not long. It just isn't. The horizon looks long when you're 18, even though you could die at 19. But you don't think that way. You don't think that way.
But Joe, you can live to 100, right? But it doesn't matter because, like 2 years from now, you can go deaf. So you better enjoy your music now because as you get older, you lose the high frequencies.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying things now. Thank you.
Well, you lose the high frequencies, like cymbals and stuff like that. When you get older, like 70, a lot of people have trouble hearing the highs, And it goes to music. If you can't hear the highs in music, what good is it? Everything's muffled.
Yeah, I know. Shalala, live for today. What do you think I do? Anyway, I've gotten hurt at the post office. Sure. I mean, nothing major, but I've gotten my share. Yeah, I put models together when I was a kid, but only monster models. I didn't do airplanes and things like that. It was monster models.
Yeah, my brother, when I lived in the city, my brother used to send me to the Port Authority on 40th Street, 9th Avenue, and they used to have a store below Revell Models.
Oh, I like to get the Beatles kits.
And he used to build the battleships and airplanes, and he had a lot of fun in his youth building those, and then you have to paint them. He enjoyed that.
Hello, James Farley.
Good morning, James.
Let me ask you something on that note about Revell model kits. They have, like, say, the 4 Beatles Revell model kits from the 60s.
Revell. It's called Revell.
Revell. Okay, whatever it is, when they had them, Now the question is, say I get them, do I put them together? The answer is no. But what do you think?
No, you're not going to put them together. You're going to leave them in a box and put them on a shelf or under your bed or on top of your bed, and that'll be the end of that.
No, it'll be. Come on. Stop doing shtick.
No, I'm
not asking you what would I do, Einstein. I'm asking you like what do you think they should be put together, collectibles like that, or should they not?
Yeah, at the time, I say at the time years ago, they weren't. Nobody thought about, oh, this is gonna be a collectible. They built the models. They enjoy building the model.
Here we go. Okay. This is when it takes a lot out of me.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Because you're not a bright guy. That's why. The thing is, I'm asking you what they used to do in the 60s when they didn't know it was going to be collectible. Of course they put them together. I'm talking about now. If I happen to see these 4 model kits from 1964 of the Beatles and I get them for a decent price, or maybe not, maybe expensive, whatever, do I enjoy them? I know people say enjoy your stuff, enjoy your records, play your records, read your comics. The thing is, I say you don't put them together. You preserve them untouched, original from 64, display them up in shelves or cases, but you don't put them together. What do you say?
No, put them together.
You really mean that? Okay.
Then you could display them as the Beatles. You know, you could paint them and stuff like that, and you could tell people, well, yeah, I put these together myself. You know, I painted them. Why leave them in a fucking box? What good is it going to do you? You know what happens when you croak? People going to come in and you can say, "Well, I want to order a dumpster. I want to order a container, a dumpster." And they're going to throw all that shit in the fucking dumpster.
What does that got to do with it? What is my enjoyment over my whole lifespan?
You build the models, and
what does that have to do with my enjoying my stuff over my lifespan? Who gives a crap that when I'm dead they put them in a dumpster? Now up there's you can't see it. There's a lunchbox collectible of the Planet of the Apes TV series. There it is. Every time I look at that, I feel like I'm a kid again. I'm happy. It was worth it. I love having it. Now the question is, you think I have to put my lunch in that every day? Every time I go out, I got a bread carrier in my lunch. I got to use it. You're supposed to use it, right?
No, you can't do it now. You're retired. But while you're working for the Postal Service, yeah, you should have used it.
No. But you see, what you're doing is you're just joking around again.
No.
You don't mean any of this.
No.
It's funny you should say this. I should buy Al Jolson records. I really don't care about Al Jolson. However, I was going through some records I haven't looked at in years. And he just distracts me. I was going through. We're here to do a show, Danny. We're not here for you to talk to people and look over and stuff. Okay? Get with the program. Anyway, so the Al Jolson records, what I was looking at is I still have a collection of 78s. They call them 78 albums. They have pages in them. I have like a few Al Jolsons that back when I was buying almost anything, and I'm glad I still have them. I don't really care to listen to them, but they're cool as collectible pieces, something vintage from the times. Yeah, Danny. And Petey from the Little Rascals was a pit bull. I'm surprised he didn't take Spanky's face off. I agree with Joe on pit bulls. They can snap. Too scary.
How did we get back to pit bulls again?
I don't know. This is from like over 10 minutes ago. Okay. Get rid of that dog.
That's Lola.
I paid for my food at ShopRite using gold. They give the change back in gold as well. I don't know. Says Joe, I think I know why Carnival of Light isn't being released. I think BB, I think I know who you by BB, there's few BBs here. But you're talking about, I guess, Beetle Brad. Brad's mistake. Some con artist sold him something pretending it was it. Okay. I love this. The flu, Joe. This is great. I don't want Doc to be sick, but what does this tell you? The flu, Joe. Doc got his flu shot and it worked. He got the flu. Yeah, that's what happens. That guy, Doc, if you're listening, we've talked about this. This guy, he can't get enough shots. He can't get enough shots, that guy. He just, he's got so many, it's not funny. Joe, just get what you want. I'll pay for it. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You think I don't love that idea? But,
I would take him up on that.
Are you ready to behave yourself here, Danny, or what? You're like a child.
Yeah, I think you should run to the store now and hand them the bill.
We did a horror stream. Yeah, how do you think it did?
No. I'm not doing it no more.
Why?
Because nobody watches it, and I'm not wasting my time and shit. 227 people watched that. It should be in the hundreds.
Well, first of all, I do reviews in that.
You know how much work it is to pull my shit out? I got it all over the place.
Listen,
and they have to back? Nah. Bullshit.
First of all, that channel is not that established yet. The movie channel. We're talking about Mr. Cinemayo, which I think you people out there should subscribe. So, subscribe to this channel here. And forget about how many people it didn't get. Think about the people it did get. And it also takes time. It's only the first show. Give it some time. And it's on the channel.
The comments, I really don't watch horror movies. The next comment, I really don't watch these type of movies, and so on and so forth.
But yet there was 200 and something people who watched it.
No. I have a new program for you. I got a new one for you.
Let's see this. Yeah. I'll play. Okay, he's gonna say, okay. Well, I don't know if you're doing shtick again or whatever, but we'll see.
No, I'm serious. You could have a new show. A new show will be called. You can call it My Dementia.
You'll be the star. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting albums and not playing them. Not what I meant, but there are other considerations, though, depending on circumstances. Of course, right now I'm on limited income. Right now, I shouldn't be buying anything, but you can't put a price on that enjoyment of the moment in life. If you have a rare album and you don't open it, how do you know it's not warped? Who says it's worth more if it's not opened? It is worth more if it's not opened, period. That's just a fact. The second thing is, how do you know it's not warped? I got a question for you. Who cares if it's warped if it's never going to be opened? If it's warped inside, it's never going to be open. Don't matter that it's warped. And another thing is, that's an old wives' tale. Records are not always warped if they've been sealed for decades or years, okay? It depends how thin the cover is. I've had a few albums that were warped. They did open, believe it or not, that for whatever reason I wanted to take the record out. And a couple were warped. But they were like really chintzy records and chintzy covers. Those, really thin cardboard. What is the old thicker cardboard from the 50s and 60s, for example, is very seldom a problem like that. So this idea that they're all warped, I'm not saying, and by the way, Eddie, I'm not saying you're saying they're all warped, but a lot of people out there think that.
His comments are dumb. The last few comments are dumb. Who cares? If you're not going to open the album, if it's warped or not, it doesn't make a difference.
There you go. Daddy, my friend recommended that I check out Killer by Alice Cooper. I like it. Great album. It was like new music to me, except for a few songs.
Where have you been? Where have you been, Lemonhead? Come on.
Good morning, Piccolina the cat.
You got to listen to Love It to Death. School's out.
See? School's out.
No.
No, it's the album you're talking about.
And the album is good. It's got songs like Looney Tunes and the Gutter Cats versus the Jets. It's just like one of the songs is like West Side Story. It's really good stuff. I'm an Alice fan.
Uncle Paul, hello, Uncle Paul.
So I know what you mean, Lemonhead. Killer would be something new to you, even though that album came out in the 70s.
You enjoy life now, Joe. Exactly, and he should know. He's a great collector. I suggest you subscribe to Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse, and it's not just Beatles; it's others collectibles too.
But Uncle Paul, what are you going to do with all that stuff there when you reach 90? What are you going to do with it all?
What are
you going to do with it all?
What does that got to do with anything? What about enjoying life from age 5 to 90? What the hell's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
No, that's OCD. It's no reason for it. No reason at all.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
In life, you need money for a lot of things, important things. And if you don't have it, nobody's gonna be knocking at the door. Hello, Joe. Your name is Joe? Yeah, I got $500,000 for you. Here, nobody's gonna give you no money.
You're all about this.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what makes the fucking world go round. Money makes the world go round. Yeah. They're complaining. Oh, I need a crown, but it's gonna cost me $5,000. I don't have it.
No.
You're not gonna get it. What's gonna happen? You're gonna get a fucking abscess, and they're gonna have to pull the tooth out. That's what's gonna happen to you.
You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to that. As you know already, as you know, dummy, as you already know, it's gone. I got the abscess done. I know what you're talking about. I got another one that I'm gonna get crowned. I'll crown you if you don't stop. Enough with your garbage, man. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? You're just ridiculous. All you want to do is sit around all the time, sit in there, and it's all you do. You just lay on the couch, except for doctor's appointments, with your dogs. You don't play. Well, you said you watched movies yesterday. I don't know if it was on TV or not, but the thing is, you don't do anything with things you bought. You don't spend any money. You do nothing. If that's what you want, do you? But I'm not going to do that.
I spend a lot of my. I own 2 homes, and let me tell you something. The money in my wallet has a lot of places to go. It doesn't stay in my wallet.
Well, it doesn't go anywhere except that it's.
No, I got $750,000 worth of equity. If I sell Hawaii and live in Hawaii for the rest of my life.
Well, you're gonna do it. You're gonna go to Hawaii. You're gonna sit there. Yeah. You're gonna sit there with $750,000 in equity. Just sit there and just 70, and then turn 80. That's all you're gonna do. You're not gonna do anything with this equity. This money. Nothing.
Wait. Anybody that owns a home, they know it's temporary. That someday they're gonna die, and somebody else is gonna get it. Usually somebody that don't deserve it. They're gonna get it, and they're gonna say, "Wow, Charlie was a nice guy and stuff. He left me his house and stuff like that. He was a great guy." In the meantime, he thinks he's in his mind. He says that guy was a scumbag.
Anyway, to answer this question that's been lingering for a while here, how many movies do I have that I've never seen yet? Let's put it this way. Most of the movies that in the case of movies, especially, most of them I'm buying because I know I like them already. I usually buy movies that I know I want to have. So that's that. But there are some that I haven't seen. I don't know how many, but there's a few, So that's that answer. I gotta get back. I gotta try to catch up with these damn comments because we're missing a lot of fun stuff. Okay, everybody's saying good morning to each other. Keep the models unmade, yet display the boxes. Exactly. Well, you know your stuff. This guy knows what he's talking about. No.
You enjoy this stuff. Come on.
I agree with Joe. Don't put them. There you go again. I just use that. He still says the word. Enjoy your stuff. Just define enjoy. Here you go. Uncle Paul. This is a good segue. Uncle Paul, because Jaws had its anniversary. He got me a little gift here. The Jaws collectible, right? The head, the tail, the whole damn thing. And what is this? Let's see. It's Jaws candy. The candy's made in a form of looks like shark teeth, I think. Right? I haven't eaten the candy. Now the thing is, this is what it's for. That's what it's for. To eat the candy. Okay? You saw Mikey Arugula in my video over at Mean Mr. Mayo showing Beatle bubblegum cards, a whole box with like 50 or 30, 40 packages in there, unopened, with gum from the 60s. You eat these candy. That's what it's for. That's what it was intended for. But you display it, you leave it mint. You got it, Danny. You get it now.
No, I don't get it. Ridiculous.
I know. And the models, those Beatles Revel or whatever Revel or whatever it is, models don't even look like the Beatles. Yeah, sure. That's why you buy two, one to put together and one to store. Not if they cost $100 or something. I love my Planet of the Apes lunchbox. Mine doesn't even have a thermos.
Silly shit. Use a paper bag.
Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. My opinion is it's silly. It's silly to you to have nothing and to do nothing and sit around all the time. Now, granted, you've got tons of movies and records, but you don't do anything with them either.
People that don't want to grow up, you know, they want to live in You can't live in your childhood. You know,
yes, you most certainly can.
The aches and pains will tell you, I'm fucking old.
Joking around again. Never grow up. Never allow yourself to grow up. I mean, some things you get more mature about. You got to mature, but always be a child at heart. Always be a child at heart. Always have fun. Enjoy yourself. Look for that inner child. That's what you do when you get in your 60s and up. You don't sit there and act like you're an old man. You don't do that, Danny. Don't do that.
Yeah, but in the meantime, behind the scenes, I got 3 hours of sleep. Oh, I don't feel good.
Whoa, behind the scenes? I talked about it openly right here. Nothing behind the scenes about that.
Tell me, I got 2-3 hours sleep. You know, I'm not feeling good this morning.
Yeah, you could have 2 or 3 hours sleep when you're 14 and not sleep well. What are you talking about? Daddy, you're trying too hard. You're totally irrelevant.
He's a psychiatrist.
Yeah. Give me the name of yours, please.
I don't need one.
You know, let's see where we're at here. Yeah, he doesn't need one. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Come on, Danny. Joe carrying a Planet of the Apes lunchbox to work until it craps out. Danny, grown-ups are talking here. Yeah. Records are only warped by heat and improper stamping coupled by bad quality control. Well, it is, heat. Yeah, that's true. But there are sealed records that do get warped from the heat, right?
Yeah.
I have Love It to Death, another great album.
That's right. You're heading in the right direction. Muscle of Love is the last album with the original Alice Cooper group. You know, you got Pretty's for You, first album, Easy Action. And if I tell you what, if it wasn't for Frank Zappa, there might not be any Alice Cooper, because the first album that Alice Cooper put out was produced by Frank Zappa. He recorded it on Straight Records. So I can thank Frank Zappa.
Why do you say Uncle Paul? Did you say that before? Uncle Paul stuff has zero.
No, I didn't say that at all.
No, Alan, you know what I think? I think you're a little touched. I really do, from what I understand, from things you've said in the side. That you want to take your $5 back, that's fine. But I don't understand. I'm not going to get into personal details here with your, what's been going on here. But I don't understand you. Sometimes you're perfectly okay. Other times you say and do things that are very bizarre, man. But anyway, as far as zero value goes, I don't think that's true. I don't think everything Uncle Paul has zero value. Number one.
No.
Before I forget, number two, even if it did have zero monetary value, it's all about what it is here. Doesn't matter, and here doesn't matter how much it's valued to necessarily financially. Danny's a money hater. I think he loves money. Actually, I don't think he hates
it. Everybody loves money, and if they say they don't, they're full of shit.
Yeah, but I love money to spend it and get to have fun.
No. There's more than life to buy. There's more than life to buy fucking records, movies, memorabilia. There's other things in life. There's plenty of other things in life.
How many?
These are my dogs if I have to. Thousands.
Yeah. Like sitting on a freaking couch listening to your dogs bark your ears off, and to sit and to spend all your money taking them to the vet all the time, but and all that crap. And
don't spend 90% of your time at home too. I know.
No.
Loading videos and making.
And that's fun. That's fun. If I do stay home, when I stay home and do that, which I'm proud to say I do a lot of times, I'm watching videos. I'm doing research. I'm making my own videos. I'm uploading my video. I'm editing my videos. I'm making money off the videos. What's the problem, Danny?
That's not life. That's not a life.
I've been meaning to make a rant video about that too. When people say, "What is life, Danny? What is life? Climbing a mountain? What is
George Harrison's song.
See, you're doing shtick again. I'm asking you literally, what is life? Okay.
Life is what you make it. What makes you happy.
So then why don't you shut up? You just said it. You just said it's what makes you happy. So why are you telling me get a life? Don't do this. Don't collect that. What are you telling people what to do with them?
My life is not collecting albums and put them on a shelf and forgetting about them and buying movies and not watching.
Why? How many movies wait a minute. How many movies approximately and records do you have? How many?
I tell you, my life I enjoy a lot more than you have.
I guarantee you, in my own way, I've enjoyed them as well. Let me ask you a question again. How many records do you have approximate, and how many movies?
It doesn't matter. How many?
You over there criticize me for collecting a lot of records, having a lot on the shelves, and movies and everything. Meanwhile, you have probably more by your own admission.
Yeah, I have more. But I play once in a while. I don't play everything all the time, but I enjoy.
Stop being annoying to me.
I enjoy what I have when I play stuff. I play music every day. Robert will tell you, I play at least 90 minutes of music every day.
Good. You won an award? So that's three times.
I'm answering your question.
That's 3 times that I've told you about the word enjoy. Enjoy is a matter of individual feeling.
No.
Absolutely. I'm enjoying these every day. I know when I have them on the shelves, I'm looking at these things, and I'm enjoying this poster. That's right. That's how I enjoy them every day.
I'll tell you how you enjoy them on the shelf up at the top there. You take a dust cloth and you handle one at a time. You get intimate with your stuff up there. Instead of, when's the last time you dusted up there?
This idiot's just doing shtick. He doesn't want. He just wants to see like what's a funny thing I can say next? What's another little joke I can make out of this? If you don't want to talk seriously about it,
I'm talking serious, right, Robin?
Yeah, you are.
That's the way I talk here. Robin said some stupid shit too. You'd be surprised he answers that.
On that. Don't even throw me under the bus.
Shit.
I'll be coming down on you with.
You want to dust him off once in a while, freaking old fossil.
James Farley, come on, you go on the next stream. You say, Paul, you're the best channel. You go on Rachel. This is the best channel here. Come on, Farley. Come on, stop the bullshit.
Wow.
Okay, Farley, I see you throw $50 to Psycho's Planets, but you're not throwing $50 to Joe Mayo.
I've heard this. I've
seen it. With my own eyes.
I've heard it from you.
Glasses.
I've heard it from Danny.
Argue people.
Danny, what keeps you from selling your collection? Anything you still actively collect?
I enjoy having it. What are you going to get for it? $2 a record? Nah, I'll keep it.
It's still more money than it is just sitting on your shelf doing nothing, right?
Doesn't matter. I got money. I don't need that. It's nothing. That is nothing in my life. I don't need money. I have money. But I haven't worked in 21 years. I retired at the age of 49. I lived without welfare, Social Security, or anything else.
And you've done nothing with it.
When I was an executive, I made $70,000 a year for 12 and a half years. I had plenty of money.
Yeah, and what'd you do with it?
I can wipe my ass. It doesn't matter what I do with it. It's not your fucking business what I do with it.
Oh, but it's everybody else's business what I do with my it's your business what I do with my collection. It's your business what I do with my collection, right? And everybody.
I got 2 beautiful homes, 1 street family. I got income.
What? So what?
They come to the window. They come to the door. Hello, who is it? Scott, come on in. Come on, where's the money? I'll show you the money. Yeah, I'll show you the money. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah. Here's the money. Here's the money. That's one rent right there.
At that money. Go over there.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
where he lives, everybody. He's giving his address up.
I don't care.
What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with it?
I got protection. What I'm going to do with it? I do whatever I want with it.
You're a horror movie. You're a horror movie fan. What is that? 55 minutes. You are a horror movie fan, and I've told you one of the greatest horror movies lately is a movie called. I got you muted. One of the greatest horror movies lately is the movie Thanksgiving. I've told you it's just like the old slashes of the 70s and 80s. You'd love it. The guy won't buy it because what is it, $20? This guy just showed you a wad of bills. They look like hundreds. And this guy won't spend $20 on a horror movie. He loves horror movies.
Or pizza.
Oh, wait a minute. I got two envelopes. I got two envelopes of money. Money.
To me. You spend the money. I got to shut the blinds I can see. So I'm going to shut the blinds.
You know that song? Money.
I think somebody that's got money and doesn't spend it like that is a loser. That's my opinion.
Oh,
You should be saving.
that's a little.
Wait a minute. You should be putting money on the side. Say,
For your next two.
wait a minute. You should think like this. Something happens to me, my girlfriend has to go on.
There we go again. I'm not saying don't have no money. I'm saying don't only live to save and have tons of money and die like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't die with all that money stuffed in your ass.
Oh, we're not dying and not it don't go to nobody.
This is Joe. This is a description of Joe.
We have lots of families.
Joe
thank
wants to
God.
spend every time that he has on himself, and he doesn't want to leave anything to anybody else. He wants to make sure he spends everything before he croaks.
Listen, numbnuts. When I pass, which whenever that happens, if it happens, I already have my girlfriend's going to get the 401k, so there's money right there. Okay, and number two, whatever she can get for whatever I have, she gets. So that's a lot. So I don't know why you keep on playing that little freaking violin all the time, and that's that false song. I don't know why you do that. Why do you do that?
No, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Now, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
But why do you do it? Anyway, Daddy, you've probably smoked as much money as Joe spent on records. More.
Who said that?
Not true.
I think it's true. Bill.
Is up Joe's ass for some reason. You know what I mean?
No.
You're my side. Never. No. She's up Joe's butt.
Again, as you know how many times in one stream I got to say, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Do you know how many times she gives me grief? She gets on my case. So it's just not true.
Yeah.
You have to start catching up here a little bit. Let's see. Danny, you ever see a hearse pulling a U-Haul? I like that.
Doesn't matter. Whoever owns a home, they're gonna die and leave it to somebody else. Everything is temporary.
Unless
Everything is temporary.
Yeah.
I know when I die, Robin's gonna get two houses. Two houses.
Yeah. You're sick,
The
Joe.
only thing I told her is if you find another man, which I don't want to live alone.
Nah, I don't want no
sure
man.
They'll try to take what you have. Okay.
I would never want another man. Never.
Don't let nobody take advantage of you because they know you have two houses there. They, oh, I love you, babe. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, they see dollar signs in their eyes.
All right, I'm interested to know what Danny's most extravagant or reckless high-value purchase was. Can you name anything that you spent at least once? Be fair here, like you just spent a lot on, just threw it on something, away on something.
Oh yeah, a house. My house, $135,000.
That's not what. Well, okay, that's extravagant, but what about reckless? That's not reckless.
No, I'm not reckless.
Well, we went on a trip.
No, I'm not reckless with my money. Although when I lived 10 years by myself, I bought maybe 15, 20, at least $15,000, $20,000 worth of media. Because I lived alone.
I think personally, I think some of reckless spending is on all the dogs' medications and surgeries and all that.
That's not reckless.
I love my dogs.
That keeps them alive.
Yeah, I know. They got a real racket going in those places.
Yeah, they do, Joe. You don't know.
Why don't you release some of that equity and come and visit England with me?
No, I won't fly. I'm deadly afraid of airplanes.
Yeah, I'd have to knock.
No, you're not going to get me. I've never been in a commercial airline, and I don't intend to.
It's Danny Downer. Forget Debbie Downer.
Yeah. Great album.
If Joe didn't collect, there'd be no channel. Keep collecting. Yep, I'm reducing it, but I'm thinking of getting into records again. Might buy my Tom Petty records back. I don't know. I got to think about it.
Yeah, he sold them too. Oh, one of my favorite artists. You mentioned Bob Dylan.
I'm not selling any Bob Dylan
Tom
yet.
Petty and Joan Jett. Yeah,
yeah.
He gets Tom Petty stuff and he sells it like an idiot.
I got them all on CD. I got them all on CD.
I don't know. You should have kept those albums. What's that one? Wildflower is worth a lot of money. Full Moon Fever.
The album that is. I know everybody says that's a great album. It's not one of my favorites.
That value.
Best song on Flowers in the Dirt. Is it this one? I always said this one was the best song on Flowers in the Dirt, but I've changed my mind over the years. I think these days it could be put it there. Yeah. Danny, I've thrown a lot of money at Joe over the years. Wow.
Yeah. $1.
Thank you. I appreciate it, James. I really do. Seriously.
Yeah, we do.
Well, kidding aside, See, he's trying to start something up. I know what he's doing here. I feel for non-smokers who get lung cancer, grossly unfair. I agree that I think I believe in like serves you right kind of things. I mean, you still. When Uncle Paul gets monetized, I'll throw money at him too. Danny has $1 bills. How do I know that's not a lot of ones with like a 100 wrapped around it?
You want me to show you?
No, it's a line from my cousin Vinny.
Oh, no, they're not $1 bills.
No, that's not true. Look at what James Farley says. I've never seen Danny throw $1. Now, that's not true. Danny, I remember at least one time gave it, I think it was $50. Remember that time, Danny? You're not going to forget that, Danny, are you?
Yeah, but I make money for Joe because I'm on his videos.
Yeah, actually, I owe everything to him. But be that as it may, what was I going to say? But I've seen him throw a 50. I don't think you ever threw a 50. Not that I'm counting. Yeah, no, I was counting.
How's that?
Joe, you took the sunglasses off your thumbnail. It's not. I like the sunglasses. Sometimes I'll use them with the sunglasses. Will you stop this? Whatever this is, we're doing a show here.
No, you're doing a show here.
Anyway, you took this. So sometimes I'll use the sunglasses. Sometimes I won't use the sunglasses. But thank you. I appreciate it. There you go. The AI master. I still haven't set up the GPT thing or whatever. I could have sworn it's Friday, but Ringo just told me it's Monday night. Oh, here we go. He's trying to set it up for Monday night. Yeah, I know what you mean. Ringo.
Hey, are you ready for some football? Yes, it's Monday night. Let's go!
Football, the most boring thing on earth. Now I got to find out where I am.
You're making it just all over. Why you do that?
Danny bought a pizza once from a pizza store. He had buyer's remorse ever since. There you go.
Martin, you're starting trouble, Martin.
No, he's a reformed character.
You gotta remember. You gotta remember. If I tell Joe no Beatles, boom, there's no Beatles. So I know you like to make comments on Beatles. So You better be good. You better not cry.
You're the one crying.
Nah, I'm not crying, man. I'm ready for fucking action. I'm ready for action.
Ooh, going on a trip with Danny is quite reckless.
Yeah.
You
I
can
went
go
by-
by boat, Danny. It takes 10 days.
I went to Italy by boat. I'm not kidding either. I got photographs to prove it. I went to Italy by boat. At the time, it took over 20 days to get there.
I guess my mom is warm in Florida, I guess.
I went to my home country. I stayed there a whole month.
My first donation to Joe was at the record store, $100 gift certificate. You know something? I forgot about that. Wow. See that, Danny?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Apologize to this guy.
No, I apologize. I don't believe it. $100 gift certificate.
I remember it. I just forgot. Over the years, you can't always remember who's what. Who's
That's
what.
what I told you. Your new program should be My Dementia.
Yeah, you do it right for yourself too, there, Grandpa. Lately, I'd rather spend more on a quality item than buy tons of basic items.
Right.
Hey.
Basic items, it means records and stuff like that. I know what he means. That's right.
Ringo might be my favorite Beatles personality, not musically. It's hard to top John or Paul, but as a Beatle, Ringo has the it factor. I agree with that. That's why Ringo is very close. In some ways, Ringo's my second favorite Beatle. John, Ringo, Paul, and George. Well, you want to hear Uncle Albert, but I don't know. You want to hear Uncle Albert, anybody? What do you want to hear? You want to hear Danny sing? What do you think?
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry if we caused you any pain.
That was too on key.
You can play it. Play the clip.
Do the whole song.
No, I don't know the whole song. I gotta have the words in front of me. We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry if we caused you any pain. That's a beautiful song, man. That's the best song he ever wrote. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That's the best. My opinion, that's his best song. The music arrangement and everything is beautiful.
Yeah, John telling Paul he thought the Maharishi might just slip him the answer is classic. Yes, it is. That's another thing. I don't know how Danny reacts to this. I have no insurance. I mean, you can't put a price on this stuff. If I lost this freaking stuff, what am I going to do?
No. You
$500?
Yeah, you can really insure it. I don't think they'll insure it unless you have receipts for everything. They want to see receipts. They're not going to say, "Oh yeah, you said you go to the adjuster comes to the house and you have a record that's worth $500. Say, hey, look, my record. This record alone here is worth $500. It's half burnt, Now you gotta have receipts for everything. You need receipts, and I'm sure Joe don't have a lot of receipts with all that shit he bought. I have
a lot of receipts. I get tax write-offs.
I don't have insurance on my media. What for?
Write-off. I do it for my business. The stuff is, when I use these things for business. I've always said if I could go to the pub and have a drink with one of the Beatles, it'd be Ringo. Yeah, Ringo, but also you get some good stimulating conversation from John.
First of all, Ringo ain't gonna have a beer anymore. He's reformed alcoholic, so that's out.
Well, that's true, but this is just a what if. So you go and have a lemonade with him or water. Come on, man, or club soda.
Yeah, he'll say no autographs, no autographs.
He's doing shtick again, the guy. That's all he does.
Ringo, he don't do autographs anymore.
When Danny's here, he don't talk about it. Everything he says is not even, he doesn't mean. Everything he says doesn't even mean it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk Beatles. They've been gone 60 years already. Come on. 60 years they've been gone. Come on.
Years. Hey, acts from the 60s are still great. And people like them. The Beatles, the Monkees, people still like the Monkees.
No, that shows.
That's a fist bump. That's what I like.
That was one of the dumbest shows on TV at the time.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the show. I never liked the Monkees.
No.
But I do love the Monkees' music.
Yeah, the music's good.
Yeah.
It's my little funny.
Just stop making out with your dumb dog.
Oh, I love that dog. I can kiss her all.
dog has bitten you many times.
No, he's a Lola.
Yeah.
This is
That
a Lola.
dog should be put down for all the time she bit you.
This is a Lola Felina.
Danny, do you have pet insurance? Vets can be super expensive.
No, I don't have it. I just pay out of my pocket. Whatever it is, it is.
That's what all that money's for, is dog.
It doesn't matter. That's what makes me happy. I'm
trying to tell you. I'm just giving you back what you give me.
I got living creatures here. They're adorable.
Wearing that nightlife look. Check out the new Elvis song. What's the history about it? Have I finished Frasier? Are you kidding me? We watching it. We watch 2 or 3 episodes most nights. We're still in season 2 out of 11. There's 11 seasons. You can't. That's going to take a long time. I didn't see the reboot. I'd like to. There's an example. We don't have. I'm not going to join Paramount Plus or whatever the hell that is. So I'm not going to be able to see the new Frasier series from 2025.
Why you can't afford $5 a month?
Yeah, exactly. I can't afford $5 a month.
That's what it costs.
Look who's talking. Have you ever had a disappointing or negative interaction with a celebrity you've met? Sure, of course I have. Uma Thurman was a jerk. She didn't want to sign an autograph. One time she was when Pulp Fiction was a hit. I had a photo of her from some other movie, and she was in the limousine in the back, and they had a little spread, like a little buffet thing. Rich people, a little buffet in the back of the limo, and it was at the David Letterman show, and it was open. And I said, "Hi, can I have your autograph?" And I put it up, and she's like, "Let me see." Nah, I don't like that picture of me. I don't think so. And she had a friend with her. She goes, "Oh, come on, you look cute in that picture." He goes, "Nah, I don't like it. Sorry." Idiot.
Joe got shut down by a female.
Where do you come up with this stuff? You want me to give you 197 other positive female things? What is with you? This guy's so desperate for shit. He's choking because of what he smokes all the time. A pity you can't film that guy who sells his records cheap at the store. He intrigues me. Well, when I can, I do.
That guy, the guy with the yellow shirt, I called him the guy with the yellow shirt. He reminds me of either Beetle Eddie or James Farley, one of the two.
I don't know what picture it was. There was back in the day in the city. There was a movie memorabilia store. You could just get all kinds of photos. So when I knew she was going to be there, I got a photo, but she didn't like it. It was I don't really know what it was from. But look, if you're going to you think I'm kidding with this? It's from Epic, the Epic movie. They put 2 songs together. They're trying desperately again to make a phony new Elvis song. Look, as bad as they're doing this with other artists, like even the Beatles at times, RCA's got to let Elvis go. I'm watching in the background. He's still kissing his dog. I told you I don't like that dog because that dog abused you, and I don't believe that dogs should turn on their masters. Okay, ever. So I'm going to keep waiting until he gets rid of the dog. Yeah, and that's it. So that's where we're at. I got to do. By the way, I'm going to be recording a little video with a friend of mine, Tom Hanyadi. After this, it's going to be on the Mean Mr. Mayo channel in a day or so. You got the dogs out of the picture, or Shelby? How come you don't have Shelby up there? Shelby's the dog I want to see.
Shelby doesn't want to see.
Oh, that's Baby. That's Baby.
It's not Baby. That's Lola.
It's Baby on the other side.
Over here?
Yeah. See? I like Baby. Look how sweet Baby is. What's the most record I recall seeing at Infinity? I can't remember now, honestly. I don't know.
Thank you, Pete.
Well, Danny, you really gave me a workout today. You helped me wake up a little bit, dealing with you.
Good. That's good.
Because I don't know why I got to waste my time.
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
By the way, folks, this is part of our show. This is what we do.
What we do what?
You get on my nerves. I tell you off.
No. I'll tell you the way it is. I'm not bullshitting it.
Yeah, you're making stuff up. You're just doing shtick.
No, I'm not making stuff up.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. What's your 5 best rock bands?
Alice Cooper would be number 1. Scorpions from Germany would be number 2. Cars. Well, I don't know if Cars is a rock. Yeah, Cars. I like Chicago, and I like what's that band there? Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. Hey, this is pretty good. Thank you, James Farley, for your considerate donation.
Hey, you're missing a 0 after the 5.
Thank you so much, James.
Yeah, they're not my favorite rock band, but they're up there. I'd rather listen to ELO than the Beatles any day.
Yep, me too. Kelsey Grammer played the character Frasier for 22 years across all series.
That show sucks. That show is dry.
Well, the problem with that is it's too sophisticated for you. I really believe
that's Steinfeld. I don't watch none of that. That's all to me. It's all crap.
Well, you have to have you can't. You're not sophisticated enough. I don't mean that. It's just a fact. Not an insult.
It's all crap.
Are you going to watch Epic, the Elvis movie, Elvis in concert, Epic, at the theaters? Yes, I do intend on doing that, and I hope to get it at IMAX. Because unless I want to be like Danny, why spend like $20 or more or whatever it is for a big experience like Elvis in concert on the IMAX screen? Why not? Let's spend on the dog instead. You have an exclusive media room in your house?
Yes, big one.
Dennis, we don't use that creep's name here.
No, I was just thinking the same thing when I read it. I says that's going to be taken off.
Let's see.
Can't promote him.
Beatles, Zeppelin, Stones, Doors, yes. It's okay.
There's no need for apologies. You didn't know.
You didn't know.
No.
Just call him. Let's call him asshole. Isn't it so much easier? It's the same amount of syllables. So did you do anything interesting yesterday, Danny?
Went out with Robin.
You did? What else? Where'd you go?
What?
Where'd you go?
We went to, you don't know, I went to Newburgh. I went.
Boy, you had a busy day.
Another dumb show right there.
Great show. What do you mean dumb show? You like Beavis and Butthead. For this guy, his favorite show is Beavis and Butthead, and he's going to say things against the Odd Couple and Frasier and Laurel and Hardy.
How you doing, Laurel and Hardy suck. I don't know, man.
Yeah, what comedy shows would you recommend then?
Well, comedy, All in the Family. I like Roseanne.
No.
I like what's the other one there? King of Queens.
Yes.
What show? Way back, the Ed Sullivan Show. Watch the Ed Sullivan Show.
It's not a comedy show per se.
It's comedy and everything in it. That's what makes it great.
Hello to Robert P.
Hey, Robert P. You're late, Robert P.
That's what he said.
Huh?
That's what he said. Just said I'm late start.
Yeah, I know what he said.
After seeing your old video, are there any Christmas decorations still up in your neighborhood? Oh, yeah. The other night we were driving around, and I said, oh, man, I'm thinking of pulling over and making a video about this. Yes, people, it's freaking, now it's the 16th.
So what is it of your business when other people have Christmas lights on? Why does it bother you so much?
What is it your business that it bothers me, and why does it bother you that it bothers me so much?
You have nice colored Christmas lights opposed to
colored Christmas lights are for December.
Opposed to brown grass because nothing's green. The trees are bare. those lights are beautiful. At least
They are beautiful. They're beautiful in December.
Those lights don't make any noise.
Yeah, they're beautiful in December. Yep.
I tell you, that video there, I was gonna say mind your own business on that video, but I didn't comment.
Well, good. I dare you to say that. I'll give you such a lashing, such a text typo lashing. You wouldn't believe it.
Unbelievable.
The wife needed me. Never ignore your wife. 45 years, still not tired of me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wish Robert could say the same.
Joe likes his time. He could be alone all day long. It don't bother him.
I like the best of both worlds. I like to have time with my significant other, and I like to be alone a lot of times. I like both. There's no snow here. How is it there? How were you on, Danny?
No snow. Gone. No snow.
Did you ever experience a fire or water damage in any places you've lived? Well, I'll start with me. I get superstitious. Like, I don't want to say no, and then
don't talk too fast. Don't talk too fast. Because as soon as you say no, you're gonna have a fire or a flood.
What I'm going to say is there was water damage in the bathroom upstairs. There was a leak upstairs or something one time with the tenant upstairs, and it was in the bathroom. That's about it. I mean, I don't want to even get into it. How about you, Dan?
You see where those shelves are? Above that's the toilet.
No, the toilet. The toilet is not above these shelves. The toilet is in the room behind the shelves, not above it.
Still, the water can get there.
Well, I've been living here. It's going to be 11 years, February 1st. And by the way, the rent goes February 1st.
Just like people say, I don't take no medicines. Don't talk too fast.
I'm superstitious too, to a point. Could you imagine mentioning their decorations to someone and they replied they had a family bereavement and hadn't had the time to take them? What do you want me to do? I guarantee you that that's 99.9% of the time that has nothing to do with it.
There you go.
Danny would trade Robin in for a devil dog.
You betcha.
There you go. By the way, I heard you say you got Tootsie Rolls yesterday. Eating Tootsie Rolls.
I got 3 bags of Tootsie Rolls. 3 bags. That won't last me 3 days.
As Woody Allen said, I only had one fight with my wife. It started June 74 till September of 89. My daughter lit a candle. It caught table on fire. By the time I smelled it, the entire wood table almost gone. Lucky. I hate stories like this. Whoa.
Yeah. Not good.
Talk about something else, man.
Yeah, candles are very...
Candles, yeah.
Very dangerous, yeah. Especially those Chinese candles. One time, Robin had one burning on a table, right? The dining room table. And it seemed like black soot. I said, Robin, what the hell's all this shit coming off the candle? We're breathing that stuff in. So she put it out, and she never used it again. You got to watch those chemicals that are released.
It's bad enough that we see Christmas items in stores after Halloween. Yeah, I hear you. Danny, feel better. My blood this morning 134. But we didn't talk about that.
No.
What's your blood sugar, Danny?
High.
Let me see. It's got to be around 100, 110.
No, it's 234.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
Find out. Look at that. 100 points over. Look at this guy. Let me blow that up. Hold on.
132. What you know how to count?
Did I say almost? It's like, come on. Oh, excuse me. Hey, folks. It's only like, what is it? I can't do it. No, I can't do the math. 98 points.
Yeah, you ever hear a song, My Sharona? I got another one for you. My dementia.
What you got? That's for sure. I never said it was 100. And people round shit off all the time. They round it off. Like it's like 100 points over. Generally speaking, it's 100, not literally 100.
I'm 132 points over. So it should be 100. I'm 232.
That's disgraceful. Why is it like that? What'd you have? What'd you have this morning?
This place is a toast.
Don't eat toast. I keep telling you.
I eat my toast. I'm not going to go there again. I'm not going to do it. In fact, when I take a break, I'm going to have like a half a dozen Tootsie Rolls. That's what I'm going to do.
You know what? Because you don't care. You don't care. Hey, look, I got weak recently, but I'm still lost. I'm still down. I've been down this year. I went down in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, that ain't going to last.
Yeah, we'll see about that. How many miles do you walk a day? I don't know how many miles it is, honestly. I just go by
Walk
minutes.
a mile in my shoes.
I do a half hour right now. Eventually, I'll take it up to an hour again.
Walk a mile in my shoes. You know that song? Joe South?
Stop it with the dog. Stop making out with a dog, you freak.
They're not making out with the dog.
Yeah, I see you with the tongue. I do metformin at night, so now it's lower in the morning.
See, Lola? Yeah, Lola, Farina.
This message is for you. I got to say, Robert P. says, I take metformin. I got a question for you about that.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
I had to do that only because I didn't have any reason to use it yet so far that I know of.
You know, Robert, they took me. I was taking 2,000 milligrams a day of metformin. They took me off right away when my kidney results come back. My creatinine level. You know, I'm stage 3B, chronic kidney disease. They took me off metformin right away. That's a very effective drug, but very bad for the kidneys.
Oh man, that's
very hard on the kidneys, my friend.
Very good news.
You speak to your doctor. They took me right off right away. I was taking that shit.
I got to tell you right now, as I've said many times, some doctors are good. Not all doctors know anything. I'll tell you that. As far as I know, I don't know any Patsy Cline.
I do. I own a box set.
The only thing I know is Crazy.
I own a box set of Patsy Cline.
Daddy should be kissing his wife, not his dog.
She's not here. She's somewhere.
Excuses. 500 milligrams, max 2 a day.
Yeah. I was on 1,000 twice a day. No more.
There's a lot of sugar in bread and potatoes. Yeah, the stuff turns into sugar and does the same thing.
You can't eat nothing. It's ridiculous.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. No. That ain't gonna last with you. I can't see you for the next 10 years eating vegetables and tuna fish.
I'm not gonna just eat vegetables. I'm gonna eat fruit. I'm gonna eat chicken, fish, turkey, pork. Yeah, cheese. Yeah.
We'll see.
We will, won't we?
Right, Baba? Yeah, I hope he does it. Yeah, but he ain't gonna do it.
All right, because Daddy's one of these simpletons that only goes by what he's seen in the past. Based on what I've seen in the past, therefore, I can make a definite statement that it'll never change ever. Really. Well, I'm sorry, Daddy, but you could see a lot of thin pictures of me.
You need carbonated vegetables. That's what you need.
I still don't get the joke of that.
I made a mistake. I said carbonated vegetables instead of something else.
That makes sense. Yeah. By the way, on the Wednesday. By the way, try to make it. I don't know if you come to my Wednesday show. It probably is a bad time for you. I don't know. I try to do Wednesdays is when I do my so-called weight and wellness show here on Wednesdays. So tune in for the live stream on Wednesdays. Anybody that's trying to take off a few, trying to improve certain things, you know. Oh man, let's have some more tea. How sweet it is. All right, so I guess I'm gonna go back and delete.
Yeah,
I have to delete that stream that we did about horror because Danny doesn't like it.
We don't have to delete it, but it didn't do well.
It didn't do well. I didn't expect. You expect it to do well? I didn't.
No,
I'll tell you what else. It did better than I expected it to be.
It did terrible.
No, it did better than I expected it to do. I have to be honest with you, know, it's time to get there. You know what I mean? And my goal is 220. I can't get taller, so I have to keep trying. Same thing for me. You know, we could talk. Oprah gained 20 pounds after stopping Ozempic. Now she's back on it. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, come on, man.
No, they were saying on TV, once you stop that stuff, you're gonna gain all the weight back.
You did fine, Danny.
Hi, Tom. I read your comment about carbonated vegetables. Walkman.
Look at this. It takes time to build up a fan base for new shows. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Eventually, there's going to be people that are into that kind of horror that will find the channel and they'll find those videos and they'll want to be there.
The problem is, I had about 25 movies, right? Joe had maybe 3.
It wasn't about me. It was about you showing yours.
No. The channel is both of us. You know, you're too lazy.
The channel's me, but anyway.
Yeah, you're too lazy to dig out some movies and stuff.
Yeah, he's doing shtick again, folks. He's doing shtick again.
No, I ain't.
Once you stop eating all bread and potatoes for a few weeks, you don't have the cravings for bread and potatoes. There you go. What were you going to say, Danny? I'll let you go ahead. What are you going to say?
That's a lot of bullshit. I always have a desire for Italian bread. Are you kidding me or what?
Well, when have you ever stopped it for any length of time?
Oh, no, I won't stop my bread. I
can tell you for a fact that when I stopped for 5 months, I didn't have the desire for it. Now, I went back and I tried it again, but I didn't have the desire for it. I wasn't going crazy. Have you owned any small dogs?
Yeah, all my dogs are small. They're small sized. Yeah, a lot of small. They're medium sized. They're not like
Rob, it's Wednesday. Wellness, weight and wellness Wednesday. That's why I made it Wednesday. So you hear the W's.
What do you want? Oh, my Bob got to go out.
Danny, I think you should keep doing the show. I watch it, and I'm not a fan of slasher movies, and he liked it.
You know what? I think Joe should pay me. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'll pay you right here. You want 5? There you go. That's it. That's it exactly. That's what I said. No, you got to have Danny talking. What's the point? I find after 25 years of diabetic, no bread and rice, but I do limit a few potatoes in my tofu stir fry with lots of veggies.
Hey, you know, Robert P., I heard something. I've been hearing a lot lately about cauliflower rice. Rice made out of cauliflower. It probably got maybe 1 carb, maybe 0. You know, and I told Robert to look on the cell phone and see if you can find any recipes for it, how to make it.
The question is, have you always owned small dogs?
Yes, never owned large dogs.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, a wise guy, eh? Cauliflower rice is great.
I told Robin to make that because I like rice. I'd rather have rice than the spaghetti, you know. And I'm Italian, but I like the rice better.
I'm Italian.
Maybe because
there's an L in that word, you know, Italian. There's an L in there. Italian.
I said Italian. Come on.
I'm Italian.
Italian, Daddy.
I got you, Daddy boy. I got you, man. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know, Joe, man.
I can hardly wait to go to the record store later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Give that credit card a little bit of action.
Yeah. Now he's got a credit card, right? And that card is burning in his pocket.
I don't know what this is all about. I was at the supermarket yesterday. I was on the phone. There was a real sexy woman. She was half my age. She opened the coat, walked sexy. When I got off the phone, she was gone. And then the alarm clock went off and you woke up.
Oh, shit.
I don't like the taste of cauliflower, but I do have Kiona once or twice. Make a record store video. I can't make a record store video until I get some footage. There's nothing going on there anymore. You know, most of the footage these days is about Juicy with the bald head going through collections. That's mostly what I can do. That I can do all the time. There you go. See, that's right. Dino loves me. Hey, Dino loves me.
Oh, Dino finally woke up.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on much longer because I have to record a show with Tom. So we're going to do that.
Oh, yeah. Did I say hello to Tom? Oh, okay.
Stick it in a pan and saute it for a few minutes. Tom, I don't know if you should be ready. You should be ready to come. You could come on here at the end if you want. You should be prepared because we're doing a show in like 20 minutes. Not live, by the way. It's pre-recorded. Danny, do you have a record store near you, or is it mostly online shopping? Nothing's near, Danny.
No, they might have a couple places. I'm not sure at Middletown, but at Newburgh they have FYE. But I haven't been there in a long time. There's nothing like Amazon or eBay. Basically Amazon if I want to order a movie or something like that, it comes right to the door.
Yeah, right to the door, broken. Danny, if Joe had an unexpectedly large credit card bill after going on a record buying binge, would you lend him some money to help out?
I've been telling him for the last year, if you're watching the live streams, no, I would not help him. I would say, some people they have to hit rock bottom, okay, before they learn. And that would be Joe's rock bottom. I'm not going to help him. I've been telling him, save your money, Joe. So if I lend him the money, he's not going to pay any bills. He's going to buy more records.
All right, now I got the answer for you. I don't keep your money. I don't need it from you. I got another pal that's helped me in the past. You know what I'm talking about. And he's willing to help me anytime I need it.
Yeah, so I know. Lucky.
Yeah, so I don't need you. The only thing I have coming is the new Monkeys A and B 2 CD set. Not buying much physical these days, but buy it, record it, give it away. I got to show something I bought. I can't really get to it. It's not close enough. Big tax return this year, not for me. Cigarettes working their magic, making
I get nothing back and I don't pay in. It's 0-0. I'm happy.
Yeah, these days, I'd be happy just to break even, honestly, because I'm getting a little nervous about it. I'm still pissed, like I said, that my pension notified me that they're not sending out any paper 1099s anymore or whatever the statements anymore. I gotta download them. I gotta print them. I gotta go freaking over to mailboxes, etc., or Staples and have them printed out. What I gotta do that? You mail it to me, okay?
I got mine from Social Security finally. I think in the last show I was trying to get my statement. Me and Robin got our statements.
Now that I'm 65, we get extra 6K deduction.
Wow. Yeah. See, one thing about a three-family, everything you can write off. Anything you put into the house, you can write off on your income tax, which brings me to a 0-0.
Yeah. Last CD I bought was Fleetwood Mac Live in 75.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
A good one is called "The Dance" by Fleetwood Mac. That's great. That's a great album,
But I prefer to watch the video where you see them performing it too.
Yeah, I seen the Fleetwood Mac in Albany. I seen them. All the original members and stuff like that. That was a great concert.
Danny would charge Joe the going mob interest rate. 100%.
That's correct. You betcha.
Look at this, Joe. If married, you get 2 times the deduction. Get married just for taxes. Ain't worth it. I've been there, done that.
I'm hoping someday that she hears some of the shit that he says. Yeah, she's by the door, ready to knock.
She knows how I feel about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Still next month we're going to be March. We're going to be together for 15 years.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby. I like baby. Look at that. Listen. By the way, the dance is not my favorite concert DVD. My favorite concert DVD is Concert for George. Stevie Nicks was not young in that. She's young compared to today. In 1997, I remember thinking she was kind of old and plumpy then in the dance. I think I got to start thinking about ending this. We got to get ready for my next show here. Thank you, everybody, for being here because I got to record. I'm going to be recording, I'll tell you what it is, actually, a video with Tom Hunyadi. We're going to discuss it. It's going to be not too long, a half hour tops, maybe a little less. We're going to talk about Song Sung Blue, that movie that is out. And I don't know what you're laughing at, but anyway, we're going to talk about that. Why is it funny? Because
I'm thinking Song Blue. It took me 69 years to figure out the first 3 words. Not what I thought.
So if everything turns out as we plan, doing that critique, that's not really much to criticize. We like it. Song Sung Blue. It's going to be up on my Mean Mr. Mayo channel. Remember, everybody, I know everybody here probably subscribed. There's a Mayo trilogy, a Mayo trifecta. You got to join, Mean Mr. Mayo channel. That's my main channel, and the Mr. Cinemayo channel. 3 channels, and you never know what's going to be up there. So look at this. I'm going to go watch a horror stream next. There you go. Danny will do it again. We're definitely doing it again. I want to hear nothing. All right, everybody. Talk soon. Danny, thank you for joining us.
Hey, man, I'm not saying goodbye yet. Yeah, Joe's going to get